Okay, go ahead, Jimmy.
Okay, it is now 10:30 and I would like to call to order a meeting in the Ulster County Capital Resource Corp. Roll call, please.
James Malcolm,
Here.
Diane Einen is absent with notice. Michael Ham,
Here.
Faye Storms,
Here.
Orlando Reese,
Present.
Daniel Savona,
Here.
and Richard Jones.
Here.
Okay, that brings us to the mission statement. And the mission of the Ulster County Capital Resource Corp. is to promote community and economic development in Ulster County in ways that complement the work of the Ulster County. In ways that complement the work of Ulster County, primarily through issuing and selling bonds for nonprofit institutions. Approval, if you'd all take an opportunity and look at the minutes from December 15, 2021. Take a look at them, scan over them. If everything's in order and to your satisfaction, I'll accept a motion for concurrence with the minutes as the way they're presented.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Thank you, Faye. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Orlando. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, public comment, agenda items only. Anyone out there with a public comment? Oh, okay.
Rick, do you want me to do it or do you want to do it?
I'll let you do it.
Okay. There wasn't much activity, obviously, for the last quarter of the year. There was a reimbursement to the from the CRC to the IDA for the fourth quarter administrative staff time. We ended up going over budget on administrative staff in the CRC because of a project that ended up going through the CRC that we obviously weren't anticipating. The revenue that we'll get to offset that won't be revenue until the project closes, which is in 2022. And the only income was obviously the small amount of interest income on there. The bank balances total just over $500,000 in all of the accounts. That's it.
Okay, anybody with any questions on the financials? Can I get a motion to accept as presented?
I'll make that
So
motion,
moved.
Chair.
Great, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carried, thank you. Chair's report. My report reflect what I said in the IDA meeting. Chief Executive Officer's report.
I have nothing to add from the IDA meeting, so I will do the same. Let's reflect the IDA.
That takes us to organizational resolutions. After having spoken with council, unless there's an issue with the board, we're going to make it all one motion to reflect what we did in the IDA. Are there any concerns or questions or as far as maintaining the offices or anything else, please, and then we'll break it up instead. Okay. Can I get a motion to go to a roll call vote, please? Danny, you making a motion? No, he's muted.
So moved.
Thank you, Rick. Orlando? Yes, okay. Please move to a roll call vote.
Yep. James Malcolm,
Yes.
and I'm in absent with notice. Michael Ham,
Yes.
Faye Storms,
Yes.
Orlando Reese,
Yes.
Daniel Savona. Yes, he's muted. Okay, shaking his head yes for the record. And Rick Jones.
Yes.
Okay, Chair.
Okay. Brings us to committee reports, audit.
The audit committee report should reflect the same as what was in the IDA.
Okay, good stuff. Say anything with finance?
No finance report, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Governance again, Chairman Ham.
Same as discussed in the Industrial Development Agency's meeting, with the exception of bring it to the board, a roll call vote, extending the housing moratorium 3 months.
Any questions for the chair of governance?
Mhm.
You get a motion to accept his
Motion?
report as presented?
I'll make that motion.
Chair, do we need to have a roll call vote? No? For-
No.
We can carry from, okay.
Oh, did someone second? Sorry.
Second.
Oh, Jimmy's frozen. I was saying what's going
Anybody
on.
not seeing me?
Oh, you're frozen, but we can hear you now.
Mhm.
Well, that's fine. Now everybody's moving.
There you go.
All right, so all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. All right, that brings us to old business. I'm sorry. Old business, yeah.
The only, Chair, the only question I have in old business is where are we with the grant that we made to the
Oh,
group
yeah.
in Kingston that was going to distribute the debit cards throughout the county?
People's Place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so-
leave that up to whoever wants to take that, Rose or Mike. They've been working very closely with that, so have at it, discuss.
Sure,
it.
Mike and I met with Christine Hine and we went over, what we would expect from her and her from us, et cetera. We talked about the monthly reporting back to the board to keep good, close track of what's going on. And I'm working on finalizing the final contract between us with Joe. Joe and I've gone back and forth a little bit on it, and I think the last one that I got back from him this morning will be good to go.
And how is that going to be distributed? Monetarily wise?
You mean as $50 gift cards? What do you mean?
No, in increments of what? Is it a straight 100,000 or is it going to be increments over months?
Okay, yeah, so we were writing one check for $100,000 to buy all of the gift cards at once.
What's the rationale in writing one check?
I mean, it's only gonna be 2,000 gift cards. I mean, I guess we could split it up into 2 checks, but we anticipate that to be gone in less than a month anyway.
Okay, well, easy enough, and I would ask you to go back to the, to Christine and say, it's easy enough for us to write a check to you. So I can understand where there'd be not a concern, but if it's sitting in the bank, it's making interest with us. If they run out, then we write them another check. Is there a problem with that? Anybody?
You mean checks totaling 100,000, not another check for 100,000?
Well, The other problem
No,
would be that she's
yeah,
getting the
that's
gift
exactly-
cards.
Exactly. No, what I mean is, they talked about doing it over a year. Okay, so if in the first month, I don't know, then fool me if it gets done in a month, but if they're gonna do $50,000 worth in 1 month and give that to them, and then cut them another check, or whatever you wanna do. I mean, you wanna have $100,000 worth of gift cards sitting around, it's up to you, but.
My concern is she's going to multiple different stores for the gift card. She's not getting them from one place. And so she's getting potentially a discount on the amount that she's getting. And then also it'd be difficult to go back to like 10 different stores twice or more. She was reaching out to whatever stores were closest to the various locations. For example, not everybody in the county is close to a ShopRite.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Faye, you good with that?
I'd like a lot more information on the whole process, but that's just my,
Well,
That's just
we
my
can certainly
need.
give it to you, but I guess
Yeah.
what they're saying is it's one check for $100,000. But
yeah, I'd like to see what the discounts would be if they're substantial, that kind of thing, if it really is warranted that we have to spend $100,000 in 1 month. If the discounts are like, $2 off or something, it doesn't really pay. I would rather give them 2 checks over the course of 2 months. But honestly, you guys are handling it, so I'm not going to try to interfere.
Listen, you're a board member. If you have a concern, then
Not just questions, that's all. I'm sure they're
when I say
handling it well.
concern, what I mean is that you want to know as much about the process as you can, so you're comfortable if someone asks you a question on it. So
Right.
maybe if you have another quick call somewhere down the line, you could be part and parcel of it. Okay, Rose, Michael?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
You're
thank you.
100% welcome. New business? Okay, I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
Make that motion, Chair.
I have a motion, I have a second.
I'll second.
Okay, good stuff. At 10, let the record show at 10:41 that we adjourned.